Now, we begin.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Dirty back with some more Illaoi gameplay. We've got a great game coming up. It's me versus Gragas in the top lane. We got 3-in-1 Warrior in the mid lane. Another great content creator. Check him out on YouTube and Twitch. I really recommend it. He is an actual good top laner, not just an Illaoi one trick like moi. But so this is an exciting game. Gragas is a good matchup. I mean, it's not a Camille or Fiora, so I'm pretty happy already because that's mainly what you get. That's just kind of top. I mean, that's how metas are. In high elo, it gets very like meta centric. Like I remember, season 9 was just Kennen. That's the whole year. It was a great year. I loved it. Oh, it was the worst. And anyone who has nostalgia for Kleptomancy was not playing Illaoi in high elo at the time. It was a horrendous meta for me. But I'm being aggressive here, and that's because I have such a lead on Gragas that I feel okay taking the chance. We see Nilly mid on the kill feed, so we know I don't have to worry about her. Not a good E. What's a... Oh, they got wrecked in the 2v2 in mid lane. Yeah, just the knockup on Gragas is knockup. The CC time is really long. If I get an E here, it's massive. I mean, Gragas is great. It's you have good ways to dodge the knockups with your ult, and you're like you can E during the CCs. Your poke damage is really good. I have great tentacle setup. If I get one lucky Q off, I need one more. If I can land the E thing, if I land E there and then one tentacle slams, all I have to do is flash W, because the tentacle plus flash W will do like roughly like 150 damage. As long as I get him under 150 and if we get the lucky tentacle slam, it works out. But it doesn't work out. And I don't feel comfortable being that far up in lane anymore, so I'm going to leave. I have no mana. What am I going to do? And I have Sheen money, so... I'm going to go double longsword. Okay. Yeah, teleport mid. Guess it doesn't really have an out here. Watch that. This is getting a little out of hand, so I want to just kind of finish the job. Alright, decent E. Oh, Leander's here. Get a party. Target splash. Alright, they do a really good job here of cutting us off using like abilities like Zilean bombs and Gragas keg. You can run them down. Oh my gosh. Okay. That works out, that's fine. Alright, going on Zilean, see if we can get him. Okay, that's some damage. Lots of minions here, so I don't mind fighting. I also have good tentacles. Yep. Walk into the ping. Head it out. You. Beautiful. So the tentacle on the left there, because of the terrain difference, you didn't really see the animation blocks, and that's a pretty common thing. That's not an Illaoi thing. That's every champion thing. Whenever you have elevation difference, abilities kind of go through the floor. It's a weird league thing. And it has to do with elevation between the river and land being different. But one of the rare early teleports that like pay off, like my goodness. Just catch top wave. Obviously good for us. 3 kills, 1,300 gold out of that. You usually don't like to teleport, but when Yasuo's that low with no flash, you know, gotta help the team out. Yeah, nipples. Yeah. I needed to Q there, but yeah, it's really annoying because I knew that was happening like before I was even pinged. But most of the time when you fall back a really far ways like that, they just won't go for it. But like they were just like, yeah, we don't care. We're just gonna run you down. So I thought that was really irritating. I was really annoyed by that. I knew it was coming. You see, I typed in chat. Let me get a kill in Italy. Good play by Cyber there. Cyber's a really good jungler. I like playing with them. I guess the wave. Just collect the wave. Auto canceled that one. Oh well. Alright, we have ult. Even with that death, we're still in really good shape. The reason I should have Q'd under turret instead of E'ing is the Q would have given me instant healing. I went for the E because I thought I would live through the initial chain and I'd be able to EQ and then I would be better off. Because I'd get the extra damage from the Q landing on the spirit. But this way. At this point in the game, you just want to be careful of Gragas trying to ult you under turret. So you're always for R. You're always ready. When his R comes out, if you don't want to get knocked under turret, which is what he wants, then you need to be ready to ult it. No, yes, but I feel right now. And we need to just kite a little bit to dodge turret aggro. Take 2 turret shots. It's worth though, for sure. Our jungler's bot side, so we just want to keep that in mind. Nice Q. We're just continually poking. I mean, Gragas has such a big hitbox. Zilean easing Qs. I see Nidalee in a bit. I'm trying to just get him to like go on me here. If I can ult that little bounce, then I can W afterwards and Q and probably kill. But he did it instantly, so I didn't have time to ult. I was locked in my E animation. I see Nidalee top river. I can rotate at, but I want to clear the way first before I rotate. But Nidalee's flanking me, but I feel really comfortable. When Illaoi ping's on the way and stands between tentacles, you know she's feeling it. I'm not throwing E though, because if I throw E onto Gragas and miss, they full commit and probably kill me. I want them to commit first. Like, I want to E while Gragas is like leaping into me, because then it guarantees the E. They end up backing off because they far too risky. Which I'm fine with. I just absorbed the Nidalee's time. My whole team knows where Nidalee is on the map. And Gragas has to back still, and I get 2 plates, and I deny a cannon wave to Gragas. So, like, a lot of people would be really antsy in that situation. But the actual best play sometimes is to just relax and just take their time and not give them anything. That's like the risk-free approach. One thing I was like, I got really heated on a play recently on my the other day because we went for a risky dive under turret. It was a Rek'Sai Illaoi versus Fiora, and there was just no reason. They had 4-man bot, and our bot lane traded in a 4v2, 1-for-1, which is fine. There was both sides topside jungle that Rek'Sai could farm. There's Rift Herald. I could just keep punishing Fiora under turret because I was beating her. I could take plates, and Ryze could take plates mid. But Rek'Sai really wanted to go for the dive and forced it. And we ended up losing off of it. They ended up having to play rotate because it took a little bit longer than we would have liked. And it's one of the things where it's like there's so much risk-free gold. Why are you forcing a risky play for the same amount of gold? It doesn't make sense. I don't know. I think that's one thing League players are really bad about, understanding like risk. It's really important when you make decisions. Understand risk. If it plays risky, there needs to be a big payoff. That's my little rant. So we get tentacles put back up. We have Divine Thunder. We have our boots now. Really nicey there. I'm just gonna sit here and hit the spirit. What are you gonna do? I'm trying to like bait an ult or something. Okay, back to doing what we've been doing. I'm up 35 CS right now. 3 plates to 1. Obviously, I have all the kills from the early skirmish. One thing that's interesting to me is his ability to sustain off his like passive. At one point, I Q him and he does his little heal and it pretty much out heals the whole thing. Really nice QE there. Okay, all right. Why do we have to watch this VOD, man? Yeah, I got a little antsy. All right, and I went for the flash R. I underestimated the flash distance. I underestimated how far away he was. All right, get your lulls out in chat and YouTube. Go ahead and comment down below if you thought it was a terrible play. I know it was a waste of flash, a waste of ult. But it is irritating when Gragas is just sitting here and like not dying and just somehow sustaining. Let's watch 3 and 1 a little bit. There we go. Let's take away from my woes. Outplayed. Now, 3 and 1 has like a 7 kill lead or something at this point. So I mean, that's just gonna happen. I'm back. Oh, I backed after that ult because Nidalee and Yasuo were both missing, so I didn't want to. Again, it's very throwy to not have your ult and like force yourself into 1v2 positions when you just don't have to. That's like the number one way to throw. Back to pushing. It's so good when they the enemy top laner has like a big hitbox and no agency. Let's get the chemical setup. Wait for it and then okay. Our team kind of wants to dive here. Going for it. I'm not a big fan of this. Like this is another play where I'm like, I just win. It's just a matter of time. Nice. Got her. Gragas got res by a Zilean. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Auto W. Nice. Leona's over here, like, again. I just don't like any of this. I mean, it works out okay, but... I sleep. You over? He's gonna go for it. Too fast. He's too fast. 3 and 1 gets turret just before me, first turret. So I'm all like, WTF, mate. My first turret. True. Alright, so this game's obviously going really well. Our bot lane isn't doing too hot. So this game isn't over by any means. I mean, I'm at basically 2 items at this point. But Vayne can definitely, you know, Vayne Zilean, they can pull out a win. It's definitely winnable for them. Now, is it easy? No, absolutely not. Their solo lanes both got wrecked. Mainly mid, actually. Top lane didn't get that wrecked, but mid lane got wrecked. Okay. So I'm fine with fighting for Drake, but this isn't really fighting for Drake. This is like fighting near Drake, which I was predicting. Oh, baby. Beautiful. I don't like ulting because it takes. I need to keep up with Zilean. I don't need to like if I ult there, it slows me down, and then Zilean can do his like 8 move speed to run away. This is me kind of wasting time. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, Gragas, you look at the minimap, Gragas CP'd behind Zilean, or Ziggs. He splashes out, that's fine. Push bot. I mean, our left's not near Drake, so we don't really want to pull Drake. Aw, swing and a miss. It's probably a kill if it lands. We're just all missing. I can't even talk. Lots of poke, lots of poke. Ziggs is really good right now. Ow. QE? Too fast. He's too fast. I'll let the bomb get that one. I'm kind of in Zilean's lane a little bit right now, so I'm like not really taking all this CS, you know. I'm letting the Ziggs get a little bit of juice. Alright, enough joking around though. We'll take Drake now. It'd be nice to have a ward behind Pit, like right there, but I mean we have decent in the end, but I can back or I can just run bot. So I can back and then by the time I get the bot, like the lane will push into the turret. I don't really miss anything. It's probably better because I have Wall Breaker now and I can really utilize it in split push. Running down bot lane. Why do we go bot? Because well, I mean, this is kind of a 1-3-1 moment. We're just gonna kind of wait for like the next dragon or Baron. Baron should be up first. What the time is on the game? Yeah. So I kind of go bot here, and then 3 and 1 it's already bot, so me going bot as well is kind of like inefficient. Because if I run bot, then 3 and 1 has to reset, and then he has to run top, and it's kind of awkward. So I just end up going top. One of us seems to be in one of the side lanes. It's pretty much the whole bit. Then we let the Olaf, Ziggs, and Leona kind of move around mid lane, move into the top and bot jungle. And then we can rotate as needed. Just let them take turrets. I got mid turret, and I'm going to push in top. 3 and 1's pushing in bot. And we just try to take resources. I mean, this is where I think lower elo players don't know what to do. So, because there's no major objective, so they feel like they need to be like taking turrets. It's like, well, you take turrets if possible. But for the most part, you're kind of just absorbing resources. You're trying to take drag. You're trying to get really aggressive vision control in the jungle. You're trying to take minions and deny minions at your 2 turrets. Yeah, good fight. Really unfortunate. Okay. Got a flashy. The reason I flashed there is because I expected Yasuo wind wall to go out earlier. So I expected his wind wall to already be up, so I flashed behind to Eve behind the wind wall, but he actually held the wall forever, and then didn't do it until after I'd flashed. That was my B. I definitely, instead of going for the W on Gragas, which I got knocked up for, I should have E'd Gragas there. That was the win condition. They played that really annoyingly. Like they were very like stand at max range, like dance around. This is like how higher elo players play. Annoying. Because they all know to play around my E. Right? I mean, that was definitely a misplay on my part. I think the decision's okay. It's not a great decision to be in that fight. It's definitely a higher variance play. Like a safer play would just be to AFK until Drake, pretty much. But where's the fun? You know, where's the fun? Where's the enjoyment? So I went for like a flashy play. It didn't work out, but that's a high risk play, but it has a lot of upside. It's got a lot of reward. Right? You know, if I come out of that with a 1v3 3 kills, where I get 900 gold plus a couple waves, plus I push turret, you know, I get 1,200 gold off that, and at best they get 450 gold. Because 300 gold plus 154 assist. Right, so there's a lot more at stake, or there's a lot more upside for me, and there's not that much upside for them. Okay. I'm not waiting for that to run off. SD, not good. I ulted that, so he doesn't have an ult target. Again, just like really awkward for me. Everyone on the enemy team is playing around my E. Really annoying. But yeah, the last minute and a half, not good. Oh, Daddy's on them. Yep. That's nuts, dude. Okay, kind of getting bailed out by 3 and 1. Drag's up soon, so that's the next. Oh. Illaoi's doing a little bit of trolling. Oh! 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 Alright, Daddy Zilean's okay. It's a support kill for a support kill, like he really cares. Oh, Drake's coming up. Pretty important. I don't have flash, which sucks, but I don't think they're going to contest it. Maybe just be able to run over and rush it. I'm just thinking right now Olaf will solo it, and I can push bot and get, like, prio. Now that I have Hullbreaker, I kind of just want to be in these cannon waves to buff it up, to create more pressure. Gragas top, Yasuo top. I think about teleporting here, but we already have Ziggs teleport. I feel like they should be able to 1v2. So I feel like I shouldn't need to teleport here. So I'm just gonna stay. Beautiful blind day there. Just tracking like fiction of movement, and then just having a good idea of the movement speed and all that, and the timing of it. It doesn't do much, but it's it's one of those like small advantages you can get with Illaoi. Alright, so that top lane fight went wild, and ended up being a 4v3 in total because their bot lane rotated up. Which is really weird that Nidalee's bot side is top side. Like, that's really weird macro play. The turret is worth 2 kills though, so you can think about it that way. Saying bot got me a lot more gold. Got the team a lot more gold in total. Getting a Yasuo is really difficult. Not really much to go for here. I just want Cirque Sage. Yeah. Like, see what I told you though? Like, this Vayne is very good. The tricks, like, I've seen them a lot in my games. They're a really good Vayne. They can absolutely carry, and they're going for it. Now that Olaf got picked near Baron, I need to run to Baron because they could be on it. I have teleport, but there's, I mean, I have, oh, okay. There's like, no, I feel like I should just run there in time. But Nidalee just showed in their bot, in their top jungle, so we know they're not on it. Nidalee would be on Baron, not in jungle if they were doing Baron. I'm gonna go bot because I have teleport. Baron's up for the night, and Drake's not up for 3 more minutes, and so the only objective at play is Baron. So I should go bot, and then my team can kind of stay near Baron to prevent any Baron rushes, and then I can teleport if needed to support the team. And in the meantime, I can just push out the side lane. Maybe take a 1v2, maybe take a 1v3, something like that. The scary thing here, so you're just watching the minimap here, and there's no one on the map. Like, literally no one. We don't have great vision, but okay. There should be people at least in the lanes, like, farming. So we see Vayne now. I'm kind of expecting people to get down to, like, try to kill me, but we'll see what they do. Enemy team can either collapse on me fully and try to kill me, or they can rush, like, kind of be, like, hovering near Baron. So we see 3 people bot side, so we know they're hovering me. And there's a little bit too much heat here, so I'm just gonna back off. So I'm gonna like kind of bait. It's all about the execution. I mean, I can definitely trade in these situations. Good E. Got one. Yasuo lives way longer than I expected. That Yasuo shield, I mean, he's 0-10, or 1-10. I thought it would just crumble, but I was also kind of waiting for Zilean to fall off. It was just kind of awkward. But trading 1 for 1 in that situation is beautiful. I get, you know, however much gold I got. I think Gragas wasn't even worth 300 gold. Maybe he was. So I got 300 gold. The enemy team gets 450 gold off killing me. We get to kill Baron, which is 1500 gold for the team. I absorb a lot of their time, so they're not farming minions. So that's like gold they're not getting that we could, you know, we could be farming. And my team was prepared, so like I didn't really step up until I was watching the minute and seeing what my team was doing. And they were kind of running towards Baron, so I stepped up a little aggressive to try to just try to be like, you know, draw their attention. And it worked, so I'm perfectly happy with that trade. The net benefit for our team. Now we just wait for Drake. We save Flash for this. This Flash is really important. It's the difference between winning and losing a Drake fight. And Drake's soul, we should expect everyone to be here. Right? And people are like, carrying Illaoi. This is where. It's not the split pushing. It's the Flash ulting and big 5v5s. This is where Illaoi's money is made. Okay, that's embarrassing. Can't talk about that. No. You get 2 autos off that quickly. My goodness. So now it's a stare down. Oh, we're going in. Great E on the Vayne. Beautiful. That fight went really well because I flash ulted forward, and my whole idea there was to flash ult forward to get into a better position to E Vayne. All we want to do in that fight is kill Vayne. Vayne is obviously the carry. She's their only threat. So you saw me flash forward and then E Vayne, and what my E does is it lets us see Vayne when she tumbles while invisible. So, and you also saw 3-1 on Renekton, flashing forward, diving in for as well. We were on the same page. It was get, kill her, right? So I flash ult forward, land E on Vayne. 3-1 goes in with the flash dash, whatever the lethality item that jumps is, and then stun Vayne, right? And that's all we have to do to win that fight. We can get out of here safely. My ult's almost up, so I don't even mind fighting. They just delete Gragas. Ideally here we just reset and we do a 5-man top. Well, we can like kind of we can kind of do like a 4-1 thing where I'm splitting and I'm like pushing in, you know, bot wave, like helping it along. That's fine too. And that's what we're doing here. I can't really get an item yet. I think I'm building for Death Stance. And so backing is kind of awkward. Because if I back, it really messes up the flow. Not the flow, but the timing of it all. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I don't really feel like I can back, even though I could buy Death Stance right now. Which Zigzag being top was kind of a mistake already. He teleports top to kind of save himself, but he's just been top with Leona in the first place. And I'm going to whole breaker these Mega Minions to make them really strong. Then you see, it's just me staying kind of within vicinity, but basically just buffing up wave after wave and trying not to die too early. Right now I'm watching the top wave crash in. And with that, I'm going to walk up and kind of be a little bit more involved. If I can get any rotations towards me. Any rotations towards me means that they're getting top turn. Cool. Just play off the wave. I feel being annoying here with the empowered minion is better than fighting. I think it just depends on how my team plays the fight. They should be more dance heavy, but it doesn't look like they're doing that. Let's go. Oh no, he didn't reset the turret. He thought he did, but he didn't. Beautiful. I have ult. Nice. Hustle. My death I win that. Which is the saddest part. If I could have backed earlier, gotten Death Stance, we would have won that. The healing and damage reduction and movement speed from killing Gragas would have probably propelled us. But it's not really a big deal. I mean, triple inhib down, Baron's coming up. It's got to be like a 3% chance of winning for the enemy team. So. When enemy teammates or enemy like, please end. This is boring. It's like, dog, if you want to send, just FF or stop playing. Like, what do you want? Yeah, it turns out Vayne pretty good into immobile, you know, bruiser tank style champions like Olaf, Illaoi, Leona, Renekton as well. Even though Renekton's a little bit more mobile. Yeah, now we just go Baron. Everyone's on the same page. There's no like, oh, just run down mid. Dude, just run down mid. Just take the Nexus, dude. No, it takes 4 seconds to kill Baron. And it also prevents the enemy team from getting it if we were to wipe. And it's literally on the way to their Nexus. So you might as well just grab it. So, just a little bit of risk mitigation. Obviously empowering triple and double power minions every wave it's very hard to do anything about. If everyone's in, they're all committing, so we're just gonna go in the game. We're gonna be the really annoying team that just ends. There's really not much you can do about it. Yeah, GG. Really fun game to play. I think great game to analyze. Like and subscribe. See y'all next time.